Welcome to the Two Tinkers, and this is an episode called Behind the Two Tinkers. So, behind this tinker is the Two Tinkers sign. We are a small business here in Charleston, and we're open today for Small Business Saturday. We got stuff all over the place. And I did that. I made all of this stuff here and there and there and there. So I'm going to walk through the shop and show you all of my backstories to all of my paintings. And it'll be so long and so boring. No, just kidding. They're very interesting. I've done lots of research on most of my paintings. So here we go. We're going to start with the one with the biggest story. This is Epidus. Epidus is a titan, one of the Greek titans. Now he is one of the least known titans, but he is the one most connected to humanity. He is related to, he decides how long things live. So in my mind, that means he's Father Time. Since he sets the lengths of days and how long animals live and that such. So in order to do that, he had to have put the planets in place to decide how long's a day. And there he is with his, that looks like a hand, but it's not a hand. It's the Pillars of Creation from the Hubble Space Telescope. That's a blowed up image, yeah. And he's creating and putting the planets in orbit. And there's Earth. He's already done doing that one. He's doing the smaller planets now. And he's also called the piercer because his claw, which I depicted as claw, he'd have the ability to sever a life with a string. So his children were the Fates, and I like to pretend that the Fates took one of his claws and used it to make their scissors. That's all in my head. That's what I imagine whenever I think of the Epidus. Epidus Ocean is underneath all of us here in West Virginia. It's an ancient ocean that was before the Appalachian Mountains formed. So, Epidus, there you go. All right, so next painting. So I started a series of Zodiac, and I only made it through part of the year because I got distracted. So this here's the Libra, and if you notice in her hand, she's balancing fire and water, night and day, and she's got perfect balance sitting in the lotus position. So, all right, so that's Libra. Then we've got Sagittarius. Sagittarius, he is, of course, half horse, half man. And he shoots arrows. And so in my painting, I have the moon in the background and all this nice fur on this horse part. And that right there, if you look close, that's the symbol for Sagittarius. And he's shooting arrows and shooting stars out of the sky, and that's how shooting stars happen. That's all in my head too. Okay, so then you got Pisces, which is the two fish. But instead of doing the two fish, I went Greek with it, and I did Aphrodite. Aphrodite was turned into a dolphin to escape this hideous monster that sent out to get her. And the reflection is the other fish. So you got the two fish, but it's a reflection. So it's kind of a fun play on Pisces, and I did that. And then I got a Scorpio, and I did a scorpion. And if you look on the back of the scorpion, that's all the little baby scorpions. Yeah, I painted that one just straight up. And there's the Scorpio symbol. So yeah, I painted that. I did that. And then for the water bearer, I didn't want to paint naked people. And that's what they all said. Well, to paint naked people. I didn't want to paint naked people. So I painted a bear for water bearer. Ha ha ha. Because I'm funny and I like to do funny things. So there you go. That's my water bearer. And I painted that. And then I have, of course, the sea goat, which is Capricorn. This is an actual picture that I found on the internet of a goat surfing, and it was perfect and wonderful, and I painted it. And you can see that he's an all-white goat sitting there on the surfboard, and I painted that. Then I got to Gemini. Gemini, Gemini's the twins, and if you look here, these are two dogs that I found on a road trip with Mary, and I took a picture of them, and one was really brave and the other one was shy. And so I made that into a painting for the twins, for Gemini, and there's my Gemini. So I made it through, and then I did the Taurus, but I didn't do all of them. I stopped at Leo, and I have to get back to it, but I haven't. Here, these are, oh, sorry for going so fast. These are my classroom projects that I have done with, these are almost all of these are watercolors from Watercolor Wednesday. This was my Halloween stuff. There's from last year when I did the Kraken. Here's my Homer Simpsons Three-Eyed Fish. And here's my Homer Simpson's Crazy Cat Lady. And then I did Riverdale, the Netflix version. And oh, this was from last Christmas. Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad. And what's under here? Oh, yeah, the water hippopotamus. So these are just classroom projects that I've done in the past. All right, next one is the Libby Owens plant. My husband loves glass. He just loves glass. And so this has brought to attention that Libby Owens, which you no longer can find anywhere in Canal City, was Canal City. It was the entire Canal City. It went for massive, massive blocks. And I found this old photo of Libby Owens, and this is my third try on painting this, and it's like, so if you look underneath, the smokestacks were over there, and I moved them to there because they were in the wrong place. And so I ended up getting this smoky, industrial, abandoned looking thing. Hello, everybody. I am moving on to the next one. This I haven't ever told all the backstory, so I've got a lot of backstory on this one here. I was doing sentient trees. So I've got a series of trees. I got the tree from the Wizard of Oz. I've got the tree from U2's album, Jericho. I think it's Jericho tree. And then this one is the kite-eating tree, and from Charlie Brown. And I decided to make the kite-eating tree alive with like he was an Ent from Lord of the Rings. And the only thing that brings him back to life is kites going by, because it reminds him when he used to move around and be alive and be animated. Okay, and then this is a triptych that I did. I'm saying that word wrong, but it had 4 panels, and I sold one. I sold the beach one, but it's water through magical kingdoms. So like you have the unicorn layer with the waterfall, and then you skip over to the next one, and that's the deep dark woods with your little creatures. There's a little possum, there's a little owl, and then there's like magical mushrooms and little fairy floating around. And then you go to the next one, which there's that tree, and it goes right into the next one, and that's the lagoon, the mermaid lagoon, so you can see her little tail, and there's a frog. You gotta love the frog. So, and then there's the magical orb and the night sky. All right. So I did that. I did all of that. And then I did a realistic looking Pikachu. Like I was trying to make him look 3-dimensional. and because I did a lot of shows where, yeah, I had to be around people who liked pop culture, so I had to do some pop culture type stuff. So this is my Pikachu. He's about to shock the crap out of everybody. All right, next up on the agenda, I'm going to jump right across the room, just like that. And this, I might have a hard time seeing it, but that's Beetle, and that's Juice. I did that for an art show, and